think that's, yeah, okay, all right. I think we're set up. Don't mind my little pimple that I got there. Yikes. Man, going through a puberty again or something. Like, what is this? Got a little coffee going. Today's a filming day. Oh, let's try and move that a bit. We're gonna stock up on the content so I can get more content out to you guys, like, every week and stuff. So, yeah, like... Let's get right into it, honestly. Like, yo. Man, these intros are just getting, like, literally, like, what do I say again? Check 1, 2, check. Yeah. Action. Hey guys, how's it going? It's Sam Downey here. Make sure to follow me on Instagram at SamDowney44. Also, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel right here. That's youtube.com/SamDowney. I'm posting videos here all the time about like trans stuff, non-binary stuff. Got some music coming out soon. So you're going to want to get on that. You know what I'm saying? You're going to want to get on that. Because I'm pretty chill. Like, I'm pretty cool, I got to admit. Yeah. So this is a pretty good video. It's going to be on how to deal with transphobia. Mostly what I'm going to be talking about in this video is, I guess, like, I don't know how to put it, like passive transphobia. So obviously, like, you know, in the end, there are really bad people out there that would actually, like, you know, want to assault or like straight up harass trans people. And that's obviously not okay at all. Like, if that ever happens to you, like, that's where you actually need to, you know, contact, like, yeah, you know, like police or something like that. Like, straight up, that's not okay. Like, that's not okay at all. And it's okay to talk about that kind of stuff. What I'm gonna be focusing more on in this video is like transphobia that you might experience, like in the workplace, or just like people who don't want to validate your identity or don't want to believe that you're telling the truth, or I don't know, like, you know, just people that are stupid. How to deal with stupid people. That's this video right now. Yeah, let's just get right into it. I got a couple of points that I kind of wanted to go over just to help you guys out and just help out with like self-validation in general, because you guys know that like on my channel, like self-validation is kind of the main goal. The main goal is self-validation, where it's like you don't really care what other people think. Obviously outside validation is awesome, but self-validation is really where it's at. So my first point is, you know, if someone comments on your appearance not being trans enough, just ignore it, because everyone's transition is different. So let's talk about this more. I get a lot of these comments on like YouTube as well. Like, straight up people will be like, you don't even look like a woman. And I'm like, I'm non-binary. That doesn't even make sense. Like, but you know, like that's what people like to do. They like to be like, oh, you don't look like a, you look enough like a woman. Like, you don't even pass. You look like a man to me. And it's like, okay, whatever. Like, it's straight up, it doesn't matter what other people think. And that's kind of the main thing. And then also, everybody's transition is different, like straight up. Like, I don't understand why everybody thinks it's cookie cutter. Like, everybody thinks it's just this cookie cutter transition. Like, if someone comes out as trans, it's like, oh yeah, bottom surgery's around the corner. It's like, no, stop thinking about that. Like, straight up, people are just obsessed with trans people's genitals. Like, straight up, like, I don't understand this. Like, people are obsessed with that shit. You know, that's the main thing, is like, every transition is different. So if someone makes those kind of comments, like, oh, you're not trans enough, oh, you don't pass enough, it's like, who really cares that much? Like, who really cares? Because all you got to know is everybody's transition is different. It doesn't matter what other people think, because everybody has different goals with their transition in general, right? Surround yourself with open-minded people. This is a really good one as well. Main thing is you want to surround yourself with people who are going to be open-minded and going to respect your identity, or at least try to respect your identity. Like, let's be real, everybody's going to make mistakes. You know, I don't really deal with this a lot because I use any pronouns, but like, I know some people who use they, them pronouns. They might have some issues with people like not understanding how to use those pronouns. But you know, it takes time, but as long as that person is trying and they really do want to respect your identity, it's chill. Like, it's like, you know, like, it's gonna take time for people to respect that. Like, for example, my friend was on Instagram Live. He was playing some songs because he's like a musician too, right? And I went on, I was like, yo, what's up? And he's like, hey man, what's up? And then like, you could tell he almost got like, really upset that he accidentally called me man. And I was like, dude, it's really all good. But you can tell he was actually trying, right? Like, he got like really upset. Like, he thought that he like almost offended me, and it was like, dude, like, I don't really care, like, you know what? But I could tell that obviously he was supportive of me. He just like maybe made a mistake that he thought would offend me, but it really didn't, right? So that's kind of the main thing I'm saying about like people that, like, you know, as long as someone's trying, it's really worth it, right? It's worth it to have them around, sorry. Don't feel obligated to have relationships with transphobic people. This is a big thing as well. I know a lot of trans people that, you know, they have like, in their families, there are people who are transphobic, and it's like, you know, maybe their parents will like almost convince them or guilt trip them into still having a relationship with them because they are blood related. That's bullshit. Like, straight up, like, it doesn't matter. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if someone's not going to respect your identity, if someone's not going to respect respect you as a person and, like, you know, accommodate to your pronouns or something like that, like, they're not worth it to have in your life, and you don't need to have, like, you don't have to have a relationship with them. Like, you don't need to have a relationship with someone, even if they're blood related. There's this big, like, I don't know, there's this big misconception that it's like, if someone's blood related to you, you have to have a relationship with them. It's like mandatory, even if they're a straight up dick. Like, it's like, no, like, you don't have to. Like, you don't have to. Like, nobody's pressuring you into that. So never feel obligated to have, like, a relationship with someone who is a transphobic person, because, you know, it's not worth it in the end. It'll just bring down your self-esteem, and honestly, it's just not good for your mental health in general. It's better to focus on yourself and focus on your own mental health than try to impress others, or like try to, like, you know, yeah, impress others basically, right? Always reassure yourself that you're doing what you need to be happy, and you live your life to the fullest. So what I mean by that is, always reassure yourself. Like, there are a lot of people out there that will try to say things like, oh no, you don't need surgeries, oh, you don't need this, oh no, you don't need this, you're perfect the way you are. And it's like, I understand where people are coming with these comments, but it's like, you need to understand, like, people aren't doing this for other people. They're not doing it because, like, oh no, like, I want to be prettier. Like, they're doing it because they need to do it for themselves. It's nothing to do with, oh, I want to impress you, or oh, I need to, like, you know, do something to impress. Yeah, it's not that, you know? And when people say those kind of things like, oh no, you're perfect just the way you are, it's like, technically, like, what you're doing is gaslighting someone. Like, you're actually gaslighting them into thinking that, like, oh no, I don't need to do anything, even though, like, my soul and my mind and my brain knows I need to transition to feel happy, right? Like, I don't understand why people would say those kind of comments, because, like, what you're doing is you're basically trying to delay someone's transition so they're not satisfied in life. And, like, I get it. Like, I think a lot of people have said these kind of comments thinking that it's like a nice thing to say, but it's like, what you need to understand is, it's like, trans people are born trans. They need to transition. They need to do these surgeries or hormones or whatever they need to do. They need to do it. It's not oh yeah, no, you're perfect the way you are, you don't need anything. It's like, I don't give a fuck what you think. Like, yeah, I don't care what you think. Like, it's like literally, if a trans person needs to do a surgery or go on hormones, they need that. It's nothing to do with, like, oh, they want to impress you or something like that, right? That's something to really consider, because I know this one is a big one among people. A lot of people try to use this, and it's gaslighting. Like, that's what it is. You're gaslighting someone. So, you know, if you ever done that before, like, think, you know, take a step back, don't feel bad about it, but take a step back and think, like, oh damn, like, I have done that before. Like, I'm not gonna do that anymore, right? Because I understand people could think of these comments as being nice, but it's really not. Like, it's really not. You're gaslighting. Like, that's what it is. You're straight up gaslighting trans people, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, wow, damn, I'm a gaslighter. But yeah, that's really about it for this video. Main thing is to self-validation is key. It doesn't matter what other people think, you know. It doesn't matter what your parents think, doesn't matter what your grandparents think, it doesn't matter your brother, sister, cousins, doesn't really matter what they think. As long as you are happy and you're doing what you need to do to be happy, that's all that matters. It doesn't matter what other people think, and that's the main thing that I want to teach on this channel. You know, self-validation is key. If you can validate yourself, it's all up from there. Straight up, it's all up from there. So just, like, keep on validating yourself, keep on being happy. You know, if you need some outside validation, guess what? Sammy D's here to validate you. Oh yeah, you're non-binary, you're trans, you're you're gender fluid, you're agender, you're whatever gender you want to be, you know what I'm saying? Because that is you. Straight up. But yeah, really, that's about it for this video. If you want to join my Discord server, feel free to join if you want to meet some like-minded fans. Also, make sure to join my Patreon if you want to support the channel even more, or join my channel right here. I really do appreciate every dollar that people give to me as I pay for my hormones out of pocket, so I really do appreciate that. And yeah, make sure to follow me on Instagram at SamDowney44, and make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel right here. That's youtube.com/SamDowney. And yeah, that's about it. Catch you guys next time. Peace.